Hi guys, Spartan765 here. Today I'm doing the long-awaited request video that I've gotten many times over the past years, and that is to compare the three big market leaders in polymer frame striker-fired handguns. And those are the M&P, the XD or the XDM, and obviously the renowned Glock. Today I'm going to be going over obviously my opinions of the three and a total review. Keep in mind this video may end up being an hour long. For those of you who don't really want to sit through an hour video, skip to the parts you want. But you know, normally a gun review, when I do a detailed gun review, it runs about 35 minutes per gun. Alright, today I'm going to be going over the build quality, obviously what each package comes with, including the case it comes in, just the accessories it comes with, the performance of the firearm, the durability, and the reliability, and the cost. Okay. Now, keep in mind, handgun prices fluctuate or any gun prices. Gun prices fluctuate like gold prices. They change almost every week in some form or another, up or down a little bit, and that's just due to market demand. You know, a Glock can be as low as $350 or it can be as much as $600. It just depends on what the market demand is. You know, the gun control crap we had last year, they were up to $600 a Glock. You know, now they're down a little bit. But, alright, to the review now. We're 2 minutes in. Alright, first off, I'm going to start out by going over the boxes. Now, I'm recording this by myself. I do not have another person to hold a camera, so I'm not going to be, you know, doing an in-depth review on, you know, the field stripping of each gun. That's why all these guns, everything is laid in the box how it is when it comes from the factory, with the exception of the M&P, because the M&P comes in the holster fit in here. Now, I want you to be able to see the M&P. That's why I took it out and set it there. Alright, now, this is a Smith & Wesson M&P 40, XDM 45, and a Glock 22. Now, this can be a general comparison of all the guns. Does not matter what, if you have a 9mm, a 40, or a 45. This is over build quality, accuracy, durability, and reliability. Should be the same for all calibers. We're just going over here, you know, the manufacturing quality of the gun and that type of deal. Alright, first off, we're going to start off with the M&P. Now, when you get the Smith & Wesson M&P, I got this as the range carry kit combo. Instead of just getting the gun and one extra mag, you get the gun, comes in this holster in the case. What was the brand of this again? Oh, Blade Tech. Yeah, that's right. Blade Tech holster, level 1 retention. It's not that bad. You know, not what I would use for open carry, but, you know, it's a good range holster. Came with these, obviously, 2 extra, you know, back straps. The one that comes on it is the medium. I currently have the small on it right now. It has a large and a small and a medium. Very easy to take off. All you do is obviously drop the mag. You'll notice too, the Smith & Wessons, for those of you who are familiar with them, have what's similar to a Glock tool right down in here. This piece right here, when you take the mag out, you just twist that and pull it out, and that's like a Glock tool in a sense, because what that allows you to do is, obviously, when you pull that out, it releases the back strap so you can pull it out, but you can also use that to take down the gun, which is really cool. You know, 10 out of 10 on that part for Smith & Wesson. Now, every gun has its flaws, every gun has its good parts. I'll go over that with Smith & Wesson in a bit here. Then obviously with the range carry kit, you get a total of 3 magazines. 2 come in here, 1 come in the gun. Blade Tech mag holster. This is actually a decent mag holster for, you know, coming with the gun. Pretty decent, you know. I've used it for carry so far. I've carried for a day with this gun. I just got it today. I did go to the range, put a couple hundred rounds down range with it too. So, but yeah, this is not a bad, you know, holster for coming with the gun. Mag holster. It's adjustable for your belt sizes. It's fairly comfortable. Then it also comes with a speed loader or load assist. Very intricate, very high quality. What was it, Lobo, or what was it made by? No. Lula. Never even heard of them. But it's a very nice, very durable magazine loader. I don't need a magazine loader. I have my own technique for loading by hand without... I can load quicker than using one of these. But some people, it hurts their fingers. That's why they include this, and that's a good thing to put in there for people who have weaker hands or more sensitive fingers. Good thing, very, very, very durable. Out of all three of these guns, this speed loader, or magazine assist loader, whatever you want to call this, this is the highest quality out of all three of these guns. Now I'm just going to do a quick overview of the other speed loaders here that we have. The XDM 45 or the XDM, whatever one comes with one, this here. It's, you know, all you do is it's one of the simply just push it down, put the round in, release it, and it has, for some weird reason, a rail attachment, a Picatinny rail attachment on it, which is, I don't get, but it does. Alright. Now the lowest quality speed loader out of all of these is the Glock speed loader. As you can see, the Glock speed loader is just a cheap piece of, you know, plastic. I did have to use it to load a 33 round mag, and as you can see, when it started to get pretty full, it did actually, you know, kind of ding it up a little bit. I mean, it is just a cheap, chinky little speed loader, you know. But, you know, that's not what Glock is known for, is their speed loaders. They're known for their fantastic handguns. Okay, now that we're through the speed loaders, and get that away. Alright, we're going to continue on with the Smith & Wesson M&P. This firearm is an excellent gun. The back straps are what I call semi-rubberized. I wouldn't consider them hard plastic. They're not super rubberized, but they're semi-rubberized. They've got kind of a sticky texture to them, a little bit, which I love. This gun fits very beautifully in the hand. You got a stainless steel side, stainless steel barrel. Trigger on this is about 6.5 pounds. I don't like that. I'm going to drop it down to about 3.5 if I can. 3.5, 3 is the lightest for I would recommend for carry. Then again, if you're not a gunsmith and you don't know how to do a trigger job, just disclaimer, don't attempt any of that stuff. I know how to do trigger jobs, so I know I'm not going to cause a safety issue when I do that with my firearm. Alright, the slide on this. Malonite coated, very nice slide, very nice frame. The only complaint I have about the frame, there's two complaints. These two complaints aren't, this is what I give the frame an 8 out of 10 for, is there's no finger serrations up here in the trigger guard. I prefer to have my left hand finger up here, but I can also shoot the standard two-hand way. But then again, that's something, you know, Smith & Wesson doesn't do. Not something that's going to deter me from buying the gun. The second thing is here, sorry about the shitty lighting here, sorry. Let's grab the gun. As you can see, that white right behind the trigger guard, that's a molding mark from where the mold insert was or something. Then again, it's something you can't really see, so it's not that big of a deal. I mean, these are polymer injection molded frames. So, you know, oh, by the way, all these are unloaded. Alrighty, I'm not going to go through and finger fuck every barrel to prove that they're unloaded. They all are. They've been checked twice, actually. As many of you guys know, the only gun that's loaded in the room is the one that's on me for my carry gun. Alright. But yeah, 3 magazines. The magazines of the Smith & Wesson M&P, pretty nice magazines. 15 round. They're not polymer coated like a Glock, which, you know, what I like is when you don't have the polymer coated magazines, they can make the grip a little bit more narrow, a little bit more comfortable to hold. If you get into the heavier calibers like the 10mm or the 45 and the Glock, that grip can get pretty beefy. Alright, but that's it for the Smith & Wesson M&P. Oh, the barrel. I'm going to go over the barrel. Not a match grade barrel in this gun. It still is a fairly accurate gun, but keep in mind you're going to have to do about a 300 round break-in before you're getting full top-notch performance out of that gun, just to get the burrs and any other imperfections smoothed out that might be in a barrel. And that is something you will see with any new handgun you buy that's not a match barrel. You will have to shoot about 300 rounds to it before those groups start being, you know, at a certain consistency. Because the difference between a regular barrel, is we're talking button rifle barrels here, the difference between a match grade and a standard barrel is a match grade barrel is lapped. A standard barrel is not lapped. What lapping is essentially going in there and smoothing out any of those imperfections back and forth to get that, to make sure those lands are really sharp. The barrel is completely smooth through and through. When you look in there, you don't see any imperfections. It looks like a mirror finish. That's a match grade barrel. Alright, now we're going to move on to the XDM 45. The only difference between the XD and the XDm 45 primarily is the match grade barrel, and the slide is a little different. That and the grip, obviously, but as far as the functionality goes, they're the same. Alright, XDm 45. Out of all three of these guns, the XDm 45 has the best case. I like the case on this. It's a very durable, very hard case. The foam is nice. The foam in here is, okay. It's pretty nice. But, I don't know, overall I just think this case is the best. It seems the most durable, the most well-constructed case. Alright, here we're going to talk about the accessories first. Here you got this mag pouch. I hate this mag pouch that came with this gun. It's not comfortable or really easy to put the magazines facing the same way in this one. They're both facing out. And it's just not, I don't like this pouch at all. I did use it a little while for carry before I got my Black Hawk dual mag pouch, but then again, it comes with a gun. It's, one of those things. Now, this package just comes as is. It's just a regular XDM. They all come the same. Unlike the Smith & Wesson M&P. Smith & Wesson M&P, this is the range carry kit. That comes with the holster, the 3 mags, versus just if you get the regular gun, it's just a gun and 2 mags. Alright, now, the XDM also has the grip, the back straps. I currently have the small on this one right now. These are a little bit more difficult to replace. They're not hard. You just have to pop the pin out in the back here. And then they come right out and you put the other one, put the pin back in. It's just a roll pin. Yeah, the gun also comes with this holster. It's a paddle holster. Level 1 retention. Then again, it's not really something I would carry with at all, or even really use at the range. I just don't care for it that much. I mean, it has its purpose for, if you're carrying, you don't have a holster already, but, I'm a big fan of the Serpa holsters, so, I don't know. This is just kind of loose and sloppy when it's on your belt. It moves around too much. But yeah, it's, I guess, for going to the range, I suppose, just range use would be good for that holster. Also, again, it comes with a lock. That one comes with a lock. All handguns sold today usually come with a lock. That's just the way it is. Alright. Oh, one thing I'm going to go over. This did not come with any cleaning accessories, anything to clean it with. Okay. Now, the XDM also comes with something I would never use to clean it with unless I absolutely had to. It obviously comes with this little Allen wrench here to adjust your retention and your holster, which is kind of nice. They include that tool. This little brush here, which is, I believe, is steel. Where's the magnet? Hang on, let me just answer that question right now. Yes, it is steel. Alright, I would not use this to clean my gun, just because it could not be so nice in the crown. It is a mild steel, but still, it's steel. This is if you have to clean your gun with this, it's there. I still like that they included that because, if you need to clean your gun with it, if your gun's really dirty and you're not able to clean, you do have that. It is an option that's there. Okay. This kit obviously comes with 3 magazines. There's an additional magazine area here for another magazine, which is something I like that Springfield Armory kind of overdid a little bit here, looking for that other magazine that I had laying around for the gun. Don't know where that went. Oh, it's in the bag over there. Hang on. I have several bags of just random pistol and magazines and stuff like that. If you get another magazine, you can just fit it right in there. That's something I like. Springfield Armory did that. But as the kit comes, this is how you see it. All the information, like the owner's manual, is all behind here. Overall, very nice setup. I love the XDM. It is the most accurate out of the 3. It has a match grade barrel and a true match grade barrel that is lapped. I can easily get 2-inch groups at 25 meters with this gun. No problem when you're slow shooting with good ammo. It is not impossible to do. I can also at 100 meters hit a man-sized target, a silhouette target without an issue with this firearm, assuming the wind isn't atrocious or anything like that. You have to aim up a little bit because the bullet drop is a little bit being a 45, but it is capable of getting out there. It's a very accurate handgun. This is the most accurate out of As far as stock handguns go, I mean, this gun here, I have beaten people in shooting matches with this gun when other people who were there were using $2,000 custom Kimbers, and this outshot them. And believe me, when a $500-something polymer framed or $600 polymer framed handgun outshoots someone's $2,000 plus custom Kimber, they don't like it very much. This gun is fantastically accurate. I would highly recommend this XDM to anybody who's going to get one. As far as the reliability on all three of these, have not had one hiccup with any one of these guns, not one issue with any of them. They all work flawlessly. But as far as simplicity goes, okay, this is where, like I said, every gun has its pluses and minuses. As simplicity goes, the trigger or the trigger mechanism and the sear, the disconnector, and it's got this grip safety, which I do like the grip safety on there. It's a little added thing. There is more parts in this gun than any of these other two guns here. So this has more parts. More parts means, there's more of a chance that something could go wrong. Not saying this is an unreliable gun. This is a fantastically reliable gun. 1,000+ rounds for this gun. Never had an issue with it. So yeah, that's just the only thing. It's more parts than these two guys got here. Not combined. Not combined. It's just more parts than either one has. Alright, moving on to the Glock. Now the Glock, as far as the case goes, and as far as that stuff goes, it's the least lavish of the three. With the Glock, everybody knows the Glock box. It's just the basic little crappy plastic box. At least it's not a cardboard box, which some guns come in. My LC9 came in a cardboard box. Oh boy. At least it did come with a soft case, though. Okay, so as you see it here, this is what you get when you buy a Glock. This is a Glock 22, obviously 40 Smith & Wesson. You get a Glock, you get 2 mags, 1 magazine in the gun, and a spare magazine with the speed loader on it. Instruction manual under this pad here. You get a cleaning rod, little plastic cleaning rod, and you get a plastic brush that screws into the end of the cleaning rod. Now, a lot of people will buy Glocks and not even realize this plastic rod is here, and I've seen that before. People will be like, oh, got a brush, but, what good is a brush? I'll be like, dude, yeah, it's over here in this side of your case. But it is kind of hard to see. I mean, if you're not looking for it, you could easily overlook it. As far as the durability pistol, or the durability factor of this handgun goes, the Glocks are unbeatable. I mean, yeah, the case is chintzy, but, I'd rather have, 100% durability than a gold-plated case. This gun, the Glocks are the most durable, most reliable, battle-proven pistol in the world. Bar none. Not saying that these guns are not, but this Glocks have a fantastic reputation, especially the Gen 3 Glocks. The Gen 3s, in my mind, are the best. I'm not a huge fan of the Gen 4s. I just don't like the grip. I don't like the larger, again, this is unloaded. You got the recoil spring right here. It's a larger opening, a larger surface, meaning there's less metal here and here, which means that this point on the slide would potentially fail quicker than the Gen 3 with a, we're talking high rounds, like 100,000 plus rounds, you could have a failure. 100, 200,000. More than that even on the Gen 4. I'm just saying, overall, grip, I just like the Gen 3s better. Glocks are fantastic weapons, very durable. You could run them over with a truck. I mean, there's videos of guys shooting them, even shooting them, and they still work. Dropping them out of helicopters from 2,000 feet in the air. I mean, you name it, it's been done. Look it up on YouTube. Look up torture test for Glock. Accuracy. These are polygonally rifled barrels, or hexagonally rifled barrels. Well, it's kind of Glock's own patented barrel rifling. It's not really truly hexagonal or truly polygonal. It's Glock's own take on rifling a barrel. The barrel is incredibly durable. The barrels in Glocks do not wear out nearly as quick as a traditional button rifle barrel, but they are more of a pain in the ass to clean. I don't know why that is. You would think, because you're dealing with hills and valleys instead of lands and grooves, that they would clean easier, but for some reason, I don't know why they just don't clean as easy as a traditional button rifle barrel. But that's not a bad thing. I mean, the Glocks, you can shoot 1,000 rounds to them and without cleaning them. As far as field stripping goes, this has the least parts. All you have here is you have a trigger, obviously your trigger safety. You have a trigger bar that goes back, which sits in a groove when you have what's called a connector in there, which actually disconnects the trigger bar, which is all trigger bar also has the sear on it. And then all you have is a spring in there, return spring. That's all. The Glock is by far the simplest, fewest parts out of any of these guns here. Far none. Glock, as far as, probably longevity and durability, reliability without cleanings, I would say the Glock would probably win in that factor. But then again, okay, I have not taken any of these guns out and torture tested them because I do not torture test my guns. My guns are investments. I don't go out and beat them with rocks. But yeah, I mean, generally speaking, the Glock has the reputation. Not saying these guns don't. The M&Ps have had their fair share of torture testings, and the XDs and XDMs have had their fair share of torture testings. They're all fantastic guns. But when it comes down to picking which gun you want to buy, which gun, if you could only pick one, which one would you want? Or if you only have enough money for one, you're looking at a price here hovering around $400 for this Glock in today's current market value. You're looking at about $600. I mean, 400, 450. I'm gonna flex it. I'm gonna say between $400 and $500 on this gun because it just depends on where you live and what gun shop you're going to. $400 to $500 for the Glock. You're looking at this puppy here. You're looking at about $600 and about $600 in between. I'd say $550 and $600 on this, as a median price. And keep in mind, they can go lower than that by $50 to $100. They can go over that by $50 to $100, just depending on the time frame and where your gun shop is, what they charge. Different gun shops charge different price. This gun here will range anywhere from about $500 to $650 is where I've seen it. I've seen it higher than $650 at a couple places. I've also seen it lower. 512 is the lowest I've seen this package right here. That's the lowest. That was off budgegunshop.com. That was a weekend sale special. But generally, this is going to be about $570. What I paid for this gun here, $400. For this XDM, $600. For this gun, $574. That is what I paid, and I bought the XDM 2 years ago almost. I bought the Glock about a year ago, and I bought that today. This round counts on these guns, 200 on that, 1,000 plus 1,500, I don't even know on that. And on this one, you're looking same thing, about 1,000 something plus rounds on that. I do like to get my guns out and go to the range and go shooting as much as I can. I mean, ammo being, I didn't go shooting at the range for probably about a year, almost a year straight because of the ammo shortage. I just wanted to keep the ammo that I had. But now that, that's kind of over, I'm going to the range more. Really, when it comes down to it, it just depends on what you want. I always recommend that if you're looking for a gun, don't buy a gun just because it's a brand. Don't get brand locked and get a Glock because it's a Glock, or an XDM because it's an XDM, or an M&P because it's a Smith & Wesson. Get a gun that fits in your hand and that feels like an extension of your arm. That is truly what you want. If you can have one gun for carry or self-protection or just home defense or just even range shooting, get the gun that fits in your hand and feels right. Don't get the gun that's just because it's the brand that everybody else has or the brand that you hear the most about. If it feels good in your hand, get it. I mean, other guns that are striker fire that are on the market, but they're not the big boys like these three here. Ruger's a big boy gun company, but it's one of the big, huge corporate gun companies. But their their pistol series, like as far as their striker fired full size pistols, like their SR9, SR40, SR45, they're not as common or as talked about as prevalently as these three are here. But the SR series, Ruger, anything Ruger is usually pretty damn good. I just don't like the grip on the SR9, but, you know, like, then again, it's a great gun. I just don't like the grip. I do have an LC9, and I love my Ruger LC9. It's fantastic for concealed carry. Alright. But yes, pretty much what you see here is what you get when you order the gun. You know, economy's tight. You know, there are other options if you do not have, you know, $600 to drop, $400, $500 to drop on a gun. You know, there are other options out there that are more affordable. Other options like, you know, for carry, like I'd look into a Makarov. Makarovs are fantastic carry guns for concealed carry. They're very durable, very reliable. You know, just because they're mil surplus doesn't mean they're shit. They're still good. But yeah. But then again, we're trying to go over polymer framed here. Well, I thought this video was going to be run about an hour, but I was talking pretty fast, so it's looking like it's going to be about a half hour long. But yeah, I will be doing an updated review on the M&P. I got to get some more specs on that gun yet. I'm going to get the exact detailed specs. I'm going to call Smith & Wesson tomorrow and do a review on that. Super detailed review on how to adjust the sights. Oh, sights. That's one thing I'm going to go over. Alright, on the M&P, you got metal 3-dot sights, adjustable with, I believe it's either an 1/8 inch or 1.5 millimeter Allen tool. Very nice sights. I like the sights in the Smith & Wesson. I'm probably going to get Trijicon night sights like I do with most of my guns. Alright, then the XDm. Alright, the XDM, again, 3-dot night sights. Or not night sights, but these are just actually regular sights in this one. But they're 3-dot sights. I'm just going to leave. Wasn't going to get night sights on this one. This is the one I was going to leave the way it is. Alright, Glock 22. This one does have the Trijicon night sights on it, but normally they come with the cup and ball sights, which I do love the cup and ball sights, but I did just wanted to get Trijicon night sights on this. This was my primary carry gun for quite some time. I mean, I try to alternate between, you know, 3 or 4 different guns. Every 2 weeks I switch my carry, you know, so I can get my gun, you know, re-oiled from the moisture and condensation and take the tension off the mag springs. Another thing I'm going to go over that I did not mention that I just remembered, and that is safety features on the guns. Alright, safety features. Now, with the M&P, there's a lot of safety options you can get with this gun. I got the base for safety. I got the minimum. I do not like a bunch of external safeties, internal locks, and all that bullshit on a gun. Mag safeties, that's a joke. I don't like that stuff. On a striker fire gun, I do not like that. This has your standard, you know, similar to a Glock. It's got the trigger safety, which I like. It's got the drop safety, which is the striker safety right there. So if your sear accidentally breaks or something, or you drop the gun, it will not go off. The other options that you can get with this gun, you can get the thumb safety right here. As you can see, there's that little area, that little insert that Smith & Wesson puts in. That's where your thumb safety would be. And on the other side, for an internal lock, we have to have one of those stupid keys, you know, to lock it, unlock it. That's just another thing to break. Chamber load indicator does not have. It has a viewing port right there. Viewing port, I like the viewing port, you know, yeah. I do like it a little bit better than the chamber load indicator. It's one less moving part. But yeah, again, if you get the fully kitted out Smith & Wesson, I mean, like, if you live in a state like Massachusetts or California and they require that fucking magazine safety, that external safety, and the internal lock, yeah, I mean, that, there is a gun, they do make a gun that comes with all that crap on there. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, external safeties for non-striker fire guns or guns that do not have a trigger safety are fantastic. Like a 1911, I love a manual safety. Or an FNX 45 manual safety is good, you know, with the decocker. Alright, XDM. Alright, the XDM has a palm safety, or grip safety. I do like this, like, you know, like a 1911 has. Well, it's not exactly like a 1911, but still palm safety, grip safety, whatever you want to call it. It's called different things. The actual technical term is a grip safety. Yeah, I mean, that there's no problem with that. I don't understand why people don't like this. There's nothing wrong with that. You're holding the gun. It doesn't matter. It also has a trigger safety. This gun does not have a magazine safety I have bought a couple guns with magazine safeties where they have came with magazine safeties or it was not an option to not have one, and I just removed the magazine safety. Again, if you're not a gunsmith or you don't know what you're doing, do not attempt to do gunsmithing work unless you know what you're doing. That's a legal disclaimer. But yeah, again, this gun was made with an option for a safety, a thumb safety. They're the California, Massachusetts compliant ones, I think, and they do have a little thumb safety right there. The Glocks. Alright, now to the Glocks. Oh, and this gun also does have the firing pin, or I mean, I'm sorry, the striker drop safety that blocks the striker, so it cannot go unless the trigger is pulled. Also, if your sear breaks, which is very rare, but it could happen on any gun, will not go off. Glock. Glock is the safe action system, the legendary safe action system. Again, it has that striker safety, so it won't be dropped or the sear breaks, it won't go off, and the trigger safety. No external safety. Now there is a company out there that makes, if you send your Glock into them, they will make a thumb safety and put it on your Glock for you. I mean, I don't know. I don't think thumb safety is necessary on a striker fire gun. It's just, you know, if you have to draw your gun to stop a threat that's coming at you quickly, you're going to fumble with that safety, and 70% of the time, you're going to forget to turn the safety off. You know, yeah. That's why, obviously, there is one thing, though, when you don't have a, you don't have a manual safety, you're going to want to carry, you're not just going to stuff the gun in your pocket when you're carrying, obviously, that's just stupid to do in general anyway. You're going to want a good holster. Holster's key for carry. You're going to want a nice holster. You're not just going to want to mix and carry and stick it in your pants, unless you have one of those trigger clips that, what are they, those Kydex trigger clips that I can't remember who makes them, but they pop off so you can Mexican carry and have trigger protection. But yeah, alright. So that went over the safeties, we went over the sights. What am I missing? What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. I guess I'll just have to do another review. I brain farted something I was going to say. But yeah, overall, there you go. There you go. That is the Smith & Wesson M&P versus the XDM versus the Glock. You guys got any comments, questions, video requests, feel free to send me a message. Again, as I previously stated a couple times already, I'm going to do a more in-depth review on the Smith & Wesson M&P after I put a 300 or 400 more rounds through it. I'm going to probably be doing that tomorrow, just to get, the full break-in period in. Where it's shooting as accurate as it should be shooting. Any questions, comments, send me a message. Spartan765 out.